Alright, we're back. New sector, new video, another thing to abuse Meliodas on. As you can see, I have a very good time at the moment, but I do think it could be like 1 second faster. Anyways, I highly recommend using this team in particular. For some reason, it just ramps up your damage exponentially. I think it's because they have a very high crit defense stat. Or maybe they just take more damage based on the defense. I don't know. My damage has been all over the place with these guys. Sometimes I kill them in 1E, sometimes it takes me 8. But I'm just going to show you generally what you need to do and the proper setup. But before that, let's get into the build. You already know we're on the Black Flame Longsword as always. Very good roll on it. Let me break 7 on all of my weapons. Equipment attack on the sublines. My outfit is a very good roll. 2 out of 3. That attack percent here would be a perfect outfit. Using the Gallon top, of course. At the moment, I'm just using my highest level 2 with crit chance. You could probably use a level 3 if it doesn't suck, but mine is terrible. Pants, same story. Just use your best total skill damage chance paste. 2 set jet black. We're using the Dark Chaos Earrings. If you have this level 3, I'd probably use it. If you do not have it level 3, I would probably just stick with these and run the 3 set for the 7.5% damage. Also, if your melee is not built that great and he's like P5, P6, I'd probably just run this corrupted anyway. I'm only using this because I have the damage to kill them, but for most people you wouldn't want to use these. Of course, we're using Elizabeth. The main reason I'm using her is for P9. You get reaction immunity to everyone in the ult. This prevents melee from getting knocked over. It is very, very helpful. I understand that. And it's P9, so most people are not going to have access to this. So I'll do my best to show a run without Liz, but just know that it's going to make it much harder. I do have her book, Limit Break 7, with defense and magic. That's probably what you're looking for. The armor, you absolutely want to use the new raid armor now that we can upgrade it. That's assuming you have her P10 because you get more attack based on her defense. If not, I'd probably just run the standard magic set or a life set maybe. The 4 set life just for more health so you don't die more often. Her outfit is level 3, using the 2 set hem with buff duration and defense. I'm just using this ring because I absolutely do not want to use this ring. This will drain my magic. And we're still using Daisy. She's on her standard set with the spider boots, just so our debuffs last longer like our first strike. We do have the 3 set on her. You probably are going to want to use the 3 set. Her spring robe is level 3. Ellie's outfit is level 3. Liz's outfit is level 3. Hauser's outfit is level 3. Having these at level 2 is okay, but you do want to work towards level 3s eventually. Hauser, we're just using a magic necklace and the Yoth ring. You probably can just run the 2 set M right here, and that'll be a little bit better. But like always, we're just going maximum magic generation on Hauser, as much as we can on Liz, but defense is my priority since she's P10, and as much magic as possible with debuff duration on Daisy. So I'm just going to show you my absolute best time first, and then we're going to move on to a more free-to-play or standard team that I would recommend for most people. Alright, now that you've seen the whale team, let's just move on with the free-to-play or the low-spending team that I would probably recommend. We do have 2 minutes to clear this, so we can go ahead and just take our time. For this, I will be switching my earrings over to the Corrupted Watcher. I really just take anyone with buff duration to buff your haste uptime. If you don't know, haste is what resets your normal skill, so you need haste up as long as possible. Double crit damage ring, of course, like always. If you don't have one of these, you can use a 160 raid ring now that you can upgrade it. Unfortunately, I don't have one, but most people would probably want to use a 160 raid ring. Now, honestly, at this point, I would consider Daisy a free-to-play unit since she's had 2 banner rotations. Now, do keep in mind, this is a hard sector, which means it's harder than usual, I would assume, I guess. To be honest, when I'm not using Liz, it is pretty difficult. I think I will be sticking with Daisy since she's had 2 banner reruns and you should have at least 1 copy of her. If you just started the game, this is definitely not a sector you're going to be able to just come clear easily with bare minimum potentials. This is still a gacha game at the end of the day and you do need the requirements that the game sets. So I've already showed my Daisy build. I quickly showed TRA. I am aware that the 7 set life is better. I would recommend most people use that. Her outfit is level 2 with HP and defense. Attack here would be better. Hauser's just on full magic with a level 3 outfit, and as much magic as I can get him to make. So under certain conditions, you will see that they have a massive defense reduction or defense addition, they also can heal. So let's just take some notes of what makes that happen. Okay, his crystals blew up, and now he has crit defense minus 50% and crit resistance minus 20% and 2 stacks of that. Now it seems at some point they get a massive 150% defense decrease on their stats. Trying to see what makes that happen right now. Okay, he has it right now. I believe this is why you do so much more damage when they're grouped up. So I guess if you see a bunch of crystals about to get blown up by the other golem, then it's your opportunity to do a bunch of damage. So the main goal here is to group them up as much as possible and just debuff them together. Doing our damage while first strike active is going to be the main priority, and not getting knocked over is going to be our second priority. It is very hard. It's not easy. You're going to need a lot of fruit meat pie because the food gets reset now when you load in, which I think is another oversight from the devs. It's crazy how much they don't check their bases when they change things, like some simple issues like this, where our food's getting reset now. Anyways, we're going to start the fight by doing first strike on both of them. Then we're going to try to swap over to Hauser, make a bunch of magic. Oh, we'll just do our best. This probably won't be done first try, but I'll see what I can do with this team. Okay, we actually did really good damage there. Try to keep it up. They are separating right now. I think that's a part of their mechanic. Got stunned. Oh yeah, I'm stuck in the barrier. Okay, I guess we're just gonna get nuked here. Oh, managed to dodge it. Okay. Don't really know what that was about, but we're gonna keep doing our damage without getting knocked over as much as possible. I think we can kill one here. Nope. Failed. We are getting low on health, so try to use her tag skill healing. Combo failed because I was too quick with Daisy. We're running out of time here. We need to hurry up. They are healing. Got knocked over. Five seconds here. Got knocked over again. Yeah, I think this is going to be a fail here. The 3-star? Yep. Okay. We were really close, though. Even I do fail sometimes, guys. I don't usually show it in videos, but since this one is harder than usual, I do want to showcase that failing is normal. But you can see that it's very, very doable if I don't get knocked over. So let's try that exact same thing and go again. So we're going to try to do our first strike on both of them, make as much magic as possible, do our buff, swap over to Hauser, try to hit them both with that. Actually didn't. Fortunate. Should be able to get both of them in this combo ult though. Yep. Try to just dance around in circles on them to avoid getting knocked over as much as possible. Damage here is much better than last time. But yeah, they're dead. I've ran this maybe 50 times now, just trying to get high ranking on the leaderboard, and I have some runs where I literally one-shot them with 1E, and I have some runs where it takes me 8 E's to even come close to killing one. That was a rare run where we kind of did way more damage than usual. By the way, if you have a P4 or P5 Elizabeth, I would definitely use her over Tiore. Tiore is terrible compared to her. There are some other team compositions you could work with here, but it really doesn't make too much sense to lose your damage for a burster. Like, if you're going to drop anyone, it'd be your healer, but then it makes the fight very dangerous, so I would probably stick with combo ulting. But bursting with Gila or Fire Merlin is very viable since they get the buffs here, and they're also weak to fire. But personally, I would recommend sticking with the combo and just focus on grouping them together. Now, my Escanor is P4. I did just get one because he came back, but I don't have him built, and I probably won't build him because there's just no reason for me to personally. So I won't be showing an Escanor team, but I know that on Sword and Shield at P4, he is very insane. So if another content creator makes a video on that, be sure to check that out. I'll be covering the melee side like I always do. I do think Hauser is the MVP here. When I don't run him, things just aren't the same. And he's an SR, so most people can run him. You just absolutely need to have his outfit. That's the reason he's so good. He removes 60% of crit defense, which is basically the same as adding 60% crit damage. Now, I do think I'll try a run where we don't use Daisy, but I do think she is very important to the team. So if you have Daisy even at P4 or P5, definitely use her. Anyways, let's go ahead and get into this team without Daisy. We'll try to keep the mechanics in mind that we learned together. We are stuffed. Guess I'll wait that out. I think if these guys don't immediately stack up with this team, I'm going to reset. But you want that to happen right there, where you apply all of your debuffs within one ability. And on, build up as much as possible. Okay, we have enough. Combo. Do our absolute best to not get knocked over here. Take it nice and slow so we don't die. Up our magic again. Our heal. Okay, we have enough magic. Not to let them separate too much. Fine, I guess we'll just do damage to this guy. We're stuck in the ultimate. Try to dodge that. Failed? That did a insane amount of damage. Stunned again. We have TRA's tag heal. The debuff on them. While I'm dead. Once you're down to 1, it should be pretty simple from here. We are running out of time though. This is going to be pretty close. Wow, we only had about 15 seconds right there. I'm going to be honest with you, I do not think this is the team. Only worked out because my melee is P9. I do think this is another situation where if you don't have Daisy, it's kind of just going to be very difficult for you with Meliodas at least. But yeah, I think that's about it for the showcase. If you guys have a better understanding on the conditions to buff these golems, please let me know in the comments. I will pin it. But yeah, I do really appreciate all the support I get on these videos. I haven't really talked about it a lot, but the channel has grown tremendously over the past 2 months. I think I was like at 200 subscribers in April. Now we're sitting at around 1.6, which is great. Like I said, I will keep doing content on this game for as long as I find it enjoyable, and so far I don't think I will quit anytime soon. I know the game has its problems, but I'm probably going to stick with it to the end. But yeah, thanks for watching. I will see you guys in 5 more days on Sector 8. Maybe I'll do a video on the PvP, but I'm not really a fan of it, to be honest with you. Kind of just finished my missions, and I probably won't play it that much more. But yeah, I'll probably release a video on that soon. Anyways, that's it. See you in the next one. Peace.